Grounding ourselves. In this meditation, we're going to ground ourselves by visualizing roots growing from our feet. It's really important to provide ourselves with grounding, as this can connect us with the earth we live on, making us feel centered and grounded, and it can also take our mind away from the worries of the day, if for just a little while. So making sure you're sitting with an upright posture and that your feet are firmly placed on the floor, and closing your eyes if you feel comfortable to do so, otherwise just softening your gaze on the floor in front of you. Let's start our meditation by taking 3 purposefully deep breaths and noticing where the breath travels as it goes into the body and comes out of the body. Just keeping our attention on these 3 breaths as we slowly take them. And when we've taken our 3 deep breaths, just returning the breath to its normal rhythm, not changing the breath in any way, and just noticing where we feel the breath the most in the body. And taking your awareness now to your physical body, feeling into your posture. How do the sitting bones feel while they're positioned in this chair? Noticing how gravity holds us in the chair. What sensations can we feel with our body making contact with the chair? Perhaps there are pressure points where the body meets the chair. Or perhaps there are areas of warmth or cold, depending on what area of your body is touching the chair. And now taking your attention to the feet and sensing into the feet making contact with the floor. Noticing how firm your feet are connected with the ground beneath you. And so now we're going to imagine roots coming from your feet and penetrating through the floor, anchoring you solidly to the floor beneath you, grounding you to this floor. The roots are coming from the feet and penetrating the floor, and the roots start to grow deeper and deeper, spreading further and further, growing and flowing deeper and deeper. A mass of roots growing wider and wider through the soil. They continue travelling through all the levels of the earth, the mud, the soil, the clay, the rocks. An entire web of roots anchoring our feet to the floor, supporting our body and its weight in the chair. The roots moving deeper and deeper, wider and wider, until such time as they reach the very centre, the very core of the earth. These roots giving us connection with the earth. And as we know, roots are the part of the plant that sucks up all the goodness in order to feed the plant. So imagining now from where the roots are stretched far and wide, them drinking up some of the abundance of goodness and nourishment from the ground, and bringing it back through the layers of the earth, back all the way back to the feet, where the feet can receive the nourishment and goodness and spread it throughout the entire body. The roots are providing so much nourishment from the earth to feed the body. Whatever nourishment it is that the body needs, the roots will provide. The roots start to fill the feet with nourishment, pulling the nourishment through the roots and into the feet until the feet are so full. The nourishment, the goodness continues to be sucked up by the roots and continues to be drawn into the feet. So the feet now have to push the nourishment up into the lower legs. And as the roots continue to suck up goodness and nourishment to feed the body, the lower legs become full. So full that they can't hold any more and have to start pushing the goodness and the nourishment up into the upper legs. The roots bring more and more nourishment to the body. There is an abundance being fed from the roots into the body through the feet, and now it's completely filled up the upper legs. More goodness and nourishment comes back to the body from the roots, and so it starts to fill the torso until the torso is completely full. It cannot fit any more goodness or nourishment in. But the roots are still bringing more and more nourishment, and the goodness starts to overflow the torso and starts to fill the arms, completely filling the arms full of goodness and nourishment, until the arms are so full they cannot hold any more. But still, more and more nourishment is filling our body from the roots under our feet. The roots continue to suck up nourishment until even our neck and our head is full to the brim with goodness. This energy has now filled every single organ in your body. There isn't an inch of your body that hasn't benefited from this nourishment, this goodness, all being sucked up through the roots coming from our feet. The body is full to the brim. The body is so full of nourishment and goodness now that we have to make some room. So anything that you want to let go of now, bring to mind. And on your next exhale, let go of this. Release what's not needed any longer. The negative energy that's in our body, it's not needed. So on the out breath again, having a sense of letting this go, letting go of any negative energy. We need this space for the new energy that we've just invited into our body. The troubled thoughts that are in our mind, they are not needed. So on this next out breath, having a sense of letting go of any troubled thoughts. And again, we've now made some more space for the new energy that we've just invited into our body. The worries that consume our mind, they are not needed. So on this next out breath, having a sense of letting go of the worries. Again, we have made more space for the new energy that we have received into our body. And our body now is full of positive energy, and it's refreshed. So before we end this practice, let's now imagine that the roots on our feet can be drawn back to our feet, back from where they started. Bringing the roots back through the clay, back through the soil, back through the rock and the mud. bringing them back to the feet, all the way back, because we know we may need them again sometime. Bringing the roots back into the feet until they are all back where they started. So let's bring our attention back to the here and now by bringing our focus to our body sat here in the chair. Noticing the points of contact between the body and the chair. And bringing our attention to any noises that you can hear around you, noises that are far away or noises that are near. Just noticing how they come and go. And as we bring this meditation to an end, we gently and slowly can now open the eyes.